1 in 100 babies are born with congenital heart disease, making it the most common birth defect in the world today.
We do care for the entire family, basically from when baby is not even born yet until they're adults and through adulthood.
I found out that tetralogy of Fallot was pioneered at Johns Hopkins and thought, hey, it would be really cool to have my surgery at Johns Hopkins. But I was 12 and living in Utah. 29 years later, that's when my valve failed.
We went to our 8-week first appointment and we found out that it was twins. It was very exciting. At our 18-week appointment, they found an issue with one of their hearts, which was much scarier.
We always have to try to explain that there's a lot of uncertainty. Part of the problem was that this didn't fall 100% into a certain box, but we had to just wait and see how he presented himself after birth.
Tuesday, I get there and they said, listen, we need to roll you upstairs, call your husband, like, you're going to have these babies. This is an emergency. And then we didn't hear anything, but we knew James was born. And that's like pretty upsetting. You're supposed to hear a baby cry when they come out.
When he was first born, he was quite sick with both being premature, he had heart failure, he was on a breathing tube and a lot of medicines.
I just felt terrible for James. I mean, his breath seemed really artificial. He was beet red. He didn't look like his twin.
We went to the operating room a little smaller than we wanted him to be, and he really did great. The last thing I say to families every day is, I will take care of your child like they were my own, and that's what we do here.
When I interact with him now, I don't even really think that he had surgery. Developmental-wise, he seems like he's, close to his brother.
It was just start to finish, fantastic experience. These people know you, and there's just such a comfort to that. We definitely felt like we were part of the team.
The first blue baby operations were performed at Johns Hopkins. The pioneers of this work literally walked the halls where we're doing this work today. And it's on that foundation that we are growing this program. You can't take great care of patients with complex congenital heart care without a coordinated team. And in order to have a coordinated team, it takes a tremendous number of resources. We're the only congenital heart center in Maryland that has all of the services in the one roof. We think about philanthropy, it's not just a way for families and donors to show their thanks, but it really is a way for us to grow our programs and apply those very, very generous gifts to advancing the care of our patients and families.
Supporting the Heart Center allows us to recruit the best talent. It allows us to look at new and novel research techniques which will change the care for patients in the future.
The Hopkins team were the ones who were brave enough to try what other people were afraid to do. And I think what makes us special now is not that we're resting on our history and that we were the first, but that we're going to continue to be the place where people want to come from all over the world.
I always thought my life expectancy was going to be in the 60s, but my cardiologist said, you should live till you're 80.
The foundation for building a very innovative heart center that takes great and very personable care of kids is here at Hopkins. And so being in this environment where we have access to the business school and to the other departments in the School of Medicine and to geneticists and to people who are doing all kinds of research right at the forefront is really unparalleled. Philanthropy allows us to build a foundation for an idea and allows somebody like me, who's a relatively junior investigator, to make strides toward being funded.
I think people should support the Children's Center because when you're going through something that's so potentially traumatic, they make it so that all you have to worry about is your kid.
It's not just we care about you as a child, we care about you your whole life.
It really does make you appreciate life. It makes you want to go home and hug your own kids. You appreciate, their sickness and their health. And having that opportunity to really care for kids and care for the families with their time of their greatest need is really, it's more rewarding than any other job that I could ever think of doing.